Hi, good.
I'm Carly, and my team, we're called the Pinner Winners. And our event is Pinterest Live, the North American Tour. It's a 6-city tour, and we're going to visit Chicago, New York, LA, Miami, Toronto, and Las Vegas. The goal of our event is to bridge the gap between what's online and on the app on Pinterest and what's real life. Our event is open to the public. There is a fee of $25 to attend, and part of that fee will go back toward charity. A charity from each of the different disciplines that we'll have represented will receive a portion of that. And our event will be, of course, covered by sponsorship. Again, these are sponsors of I'll get into the disciplines in a second, but of these different disciplines that we'll have represented. We're going to hold our event at a convention center at each location, and you're going to walk in and feel as though Pinterest has come to life. So you'll, of course, use your app to walk around and find different, maybe people where you've pinned their things before, different projects that you want to see. Everyone will have a map that pops up on their app when you get there, and everything will be very clearly labeled inside the convention center. The 6 different areas that we're going to have, we really thought that you need to pick 6 specific topics to cover, just because Pinterest otherwise is so overwhelming, and we want this to be an intimate experience where it's not crazy and it's really relatable to the average person. So we're going to have do-it-yourself crafts, fashion and beauty, home, weddings, food, and Pinterest fails. So each of those areas are sponsored. So maybe the food section is sponsored by Kraft, the fashion and beauty sponsored by L'Oreal or a cosmetics product or company. So you're going to walk through and really have one-on-one intimate experiences with vendors from each of those disciplines of Pinterest. We'll have, of course, entertainment going on throughout the day, and there will be a schedule that you can pull up on your app. We'll have an interactive component, so some 3D boards, projection mapping, and LED walls.
The idea behind the LED walls is that going from each location, you're going to be walking through a hallway that will be decorated with LED walls, and they will have tracking cameras in there as well. So whatever decoration that's on the wall is going to pertain to where you're headed, and it'll also be interactive. So as you walk by a curtain of a house, the wind blows it a little bit because you pulled a breeze through. Also, we're going to be utilizing that same kind of technology within the different 6 spaces that we have, so that you can change all of the background imagery for each individual presenter. Presenters will be given like 15-20 minutes to give demonstrations of their items, and they'll, of course, be selected ahead of time. And just wanted to point out, too, the Pinterest fails section is not so much a pointing fingers at people and saying, look what they screwed up, but it's inviting people to see where they might have gone wrong and help them to get on the right track to make it the proper way.
These new audiences, like YouTube, and I mean, you're going after enthusiasts, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So are you seeing that they're passionate, they're so passionate, like the YouTube stars are the biggest things going on now, they're filling stadiums. Are you seeing Pinterest users starting to fill stadiums in terms of what you're seeing is why this idea resonates? Or
yeah, potentially, and just really wanting to be able to do some of these things that they see online and make it so that it's relatable to the average person and you're not intimidated by it.
Right. I mean, do you realize what's interesting is that none of the content that we had today was planned. It was all done in the last 30 minutes. And it was pretty remarkable. I'm very inspired by hearing everybody. The ideas are all open source. Hopefully tomorrow you can take some of these ideas, learn some new things, and most importantly, the tables that you're sitting at, make sure that you're exchanging email addresses, because this is called really deep networking. You go to a cocktail party, you don't know who the hell you're talking to. You're working with these people, and so new friendships form out of these things, new groups form out of these things, entire agencies can form out of these things.
An expression that was used today was deep networking. So if you're looking for an opportunity where you're not necessarily just meeting and saying hello and exchanging business cards, this is really an opportunity to sit and develop and learn how your colleagues and supplier partners and planners and clients really think.
This is a great opportunity for people to come and meet like-minded people in their industry, but more than that, it was a fun opportunity. It was a fun experience.
It's a wonderful experience in terms of meeting new people, schmoozing with new people, getting together, brainstorming, and coming up with a plan. And some of them are really, really good.
I really love to see people get engaged and be thoughtful about all of their events, and the Plan-A-Thon really helps people do that.